So how are we going to get into the Sukhasana? For the Sukhasana, remember there are few movements. So first of all, we're going to work on the external range of the femur bone. All right, external rotation of our hips or femur bone. So as you're sitting in Sukhasana, if somebody have the stiffness on the hips, so you might see that some people sitting like that because of the stiffness of the hip or because of the lacking of the external rotation of our thighs. Okay, so as you're sitting in Sukhasana, remember all the asanas are linked with each other. If you master in the easy position, the second posture, which is similar like that, gonna be easiest for us. So in Sukhasana position, simply I stretch my leg out. It's called a Dandasana position or a staff pose. So remember, all the standing asanas, all the sitting asanas will start from this position. This is also known as the base position. So all the sitting posture, whatever you go, like maybe forward bend or twisting, whatever you do in a sitting position, will start from here. So I sit in Dandasana position. I spread my legs out, my hip width apart. And then here I fold my both legs at the knees. So in this position, depend right or left, which is comfortable for you, or according the teacher or according your practice, you can change. So I take my one leg underneath my left knee. I'm not gonna pull it underneath my hip like that. Okay, I try to keep it a little bit front. I try to make a like 90-degree angle with my knee, my hip like that. And I take the other leg underneath my opposite hip here. So I'm crossing my center of the shin bone and the calf of the front leg. Okay, I'm not crossing my ankle like that. Okay, so I keep my ankles underneath my knees to supporting my knees in this position. Simple, right? Right? That's why it's called a simple position or easy position. Easy cross-leg position. If you feel somebody like sitting in cross-leg position, but knees are hanging like they're really tight hip, so we need to support them. We need to, otherwise, if you don't make them, see, if the knees are hanging for a long time, it will start to, because of the weight of the thigh, they will start to stressing our groin region. And then slowly, as you have the stress on the hips, you slouch your back and you get the roundness on the back. Okay, in a yoga all the time you say keep your back straight, keep your back straight, keep your back straight, because it really helps to keep our brain alert. See, in a yoga we say we are not the old because of our age. We are the old, those have a stiff back. So those are having a really tight back, that person is a really old, super old. Okay, doesn't matter he's or she is 18 years old or 19 years old. So to keeping the brain alert, really required to have the straight back in upright position or a flexible back. So I'm going to show the blanket, see how we can use it. So you need to fold it or roll it. And see, very simply, for example, if my knees are hanging like that, I adjust the blanket underneath my knees and I cross like that. You can keep the blanket to the side. So see what happened, I fill this gap now, which will help me to support. Okay, support my knees. My knees are comfortable now. If you do not have the blanket, for example, if you have the cushion, for the cushion you need two cushions, then one cushion underneath the right knee, underneath the left knee, two cushions. Okay, for example, if you don't have the cushion, you can use the two bricks as well, like supporting your knees or supporting your thighs from the side. So you can keep the weight on the bricks or on the object. Okay, if you do not have any cushion, you don't have the brick, or maybe you can use the belt. So see, quickly look at here how I'm going to use the belt. So I make the one loop like that. So according the distance of my knees, the label of my knee, a little bit more. So see, what I'm going to do now, I have a big loop, is almost a little bit wider than my knee. So I make a twist, I make a 8, number 8, you see. Okay, I make the 8 and I adjust the loop on my knees. Now you have, for example, my knees are hanging like that. So I adjust the loop on my knees and I make the strap a little bit tight. Okay, now it will help me to support my knee like that as well. Okay, so you can use the blanket, brick, or the strap. So will helping us to supporting our knees. Okay, this is a very basic, very common thing we need to know. Okay, now let's move to the second topic, our hips. If you start to feeling the pressure on the groin region, start to having the back issue already, if somebody have already the back pain, it's really challenging for them to sitting for a long time in this position. So see what happens if the pain is start on the back, is travel all the way up to the head and it start to bothering you. Okay, yeah. So we really have to cure it in the beginning. Okay, So what we can do simply, if see, there are many reasons having the back. If somebody have the soft weak lower spine or any kind of the injuries, or there are several kind of the pain, but very easy way to really reduce the tension from our waistline, from the lower spine, and reduce the tension from our hips and knees as well. If you're having the knee pain or pressure on the knees, it will also help you to release the pain immediately. As you elevate the hip, see, as you elevate the hip a little bit higher, at least a label with the knee or higher than the knee, it's gonna help you to shift all the weight from your on your sitting bone, and it will make your knees free, and it will make your pelvis completely free, and it will keep you to be upright position, that you don't have to be all the time like that, you know, even if you slouch like that, but still you are sitting straight in this position. Okay, so just elevating your hips in a Sukhasana position or any other meditative asana will really helping us to reduce a lot of pressure from the lower spine, so we can sitting for the long period of the time without any discomfort. Okay,